Cancer, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy. I'm here to do your August, a little late, apologies, 2025 reading. I'm a little late because I've started in a job where I was just casual 1 day a week. All of a sudden, I've been working full time, mostly covering for someone on vacation, but now they're leaving and I'm going to be doing the job full time coming in a couple of weeks. So, my apologies for being late. But anyway, next month I'm going to do 3 readings a week. That's how I'm going to carry out the readings because working full time, I won't have as much time. And so I'd like to spread my energy so it's still good energy. And I'll put a post up of who's when, and I'm going to do it energy wise, like fire, water, earth, that sort of thing. But anyway, on with your reading. So look at all these cards that jumped out. You have quite a few here, okay? I'm using the angels and ancestors cards. It comes in this deck. These are the oracle cards I'm using. And what jumped out for you? Like right away, I just started shuffling and bam. And because usually I have to think for a while of Cancer and the time that we're doing. And you got the seer. Interesting enough. See beyond the current situations. So, it's kind of seeing how this could ripple. When you're looking at a situation, you're kind of seeing how this could ripple, how this could change things, and sometimes for the good and some for the not so good. So really look at the bigger picture kind of thing it's saying, okay? You also have the Four of Cups in the tarot. This is the Druid craft, by the way. Where's the Druid craft? Oh, it's down here on the table. I'll have to show you after. I got her all set up. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I think in some ways you're dissatisfied with what you're doing or what you're wanting. You're not really getting offered or presented with choices that you desire. They're okay and you could take them, but it's not really what you want to sink your teeth in, whether this is in relationship, how you want a relationship to turn out, or your attraction to something. But I feel like you're not really happy or feel passionate about what you're doing, what you're in the situation right now. So it looks like you are withholding a little bit. You could be withholding in the situation because you're not really into it. And the other thing is you could be putting some energy aside or some finances aside and kind of, waiting it out to get ready for a change. Okay, get ready for a new opportunity. So here is the new opportunity. This looks like a fantastic opportunity, a big opportunity for growth, big, chances for growth. But it requires a leap of faith. It requires maybe you to change where you're living. You may have to travel to work or something like that. So this is a really good opportunity, something that you really like the idea of, eh? So I think that something you want is actually coming into the picture at this time. And you also could be waiting like for the fruits of your labor. So you've either done healing on yourself or you're in the healing business sort of thing. And so you've contributed, you've nurtured, you've done all this, and now you want something back. It's that return, right? In the Six of Pentacles, we want equal give and take. And in the Seven of Pentacles, We're expecting that, that something back now for all that we've given, right? And in the Morgan Greer cards, which looks like this on the back, um, you have the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So you kind of feel opposition to what you would like to do, whether it's at home or work or in relationships. It looks like this is a lot of work talk here. So you feel like there's opposition to what you do. You're always having to fight for everything, and maybe opposition from more than one place. And anyway, this becomes too much of a burden to you. You don't really want to do it anymore. You don't want to carry this burden, carry this task anymore. You're kind of at the end of your journey with this particular situation or cycle, and it really looks like it because you have the Ace of Wands here. So I think you're going to complete it. You're going to finish whatever you're doing. You're not just going to leave someone in the lurch, but I think you are going to give up this task, this responsibility, and so that you can move on to something new. I'll get to the cartomancy in a second, but let's go through this here. So, in the recent past, it looks like you could get news that there is a new addition to the family or a new addition coming to the family. Someone's entered a new relationship, perhaps. This could be with the Knight of Swords, which it could be an air sign, doesn't have to be. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But this person is very quick-witted. They're active, they're interested, strategic in some ways, but they ask a lot of questions, talk a lot with communication, because they're wanting to know everything. Okay, and so you may get news from this person or about this person. Okay, and this could be where you hear about this opportunity. You could hear, but you have to act quickly. You have to jump on it. You have to apply right away, or you have to call somebody, or, to make it happen. And it's looking to me like it just may happen because this is a promotion. Usually you're not one of the guys walking anymore. You have a horse. You're leading, and you're getting recognition, perhaps for something you've done, and you were kind of looking for that in a way back here with the Seven of Pentacles. You were looking for recognition. You want to um, get those uh, praise as well as learning more. So anyway, and at the Ten of Pentacles, we're very happy with what we've been able to build, what we've been able to do here, but we're anxious to start something new. And so here you might be starting something new, maybe in an elevated position from where you are now. You might be moving up in the world, sort of thing. Okay. In the present, there you have the Three of Cups and the Devil card. Now, this is a funny combination to me. I see there's probably an offer, an opportunity, something you're excited about, something you want to celebrate about, share with your friends, family. And but there's a devil lurking here, okay? And the devil is temptation. The devil is temptation into something that isn't good for us or good for our situation. So it could be a habit or addiction or a fear, a doubt, we get in our own heads, sort of thing. And sometimes it's scared, to leave something, close that door completely. Because what if this doesn't work out? You're reluctant to close that door all the way, but sometimes you need to. That needs to be closed so that you are open energy for the new thing. This shows, currently you want to lay down the burden of whatever you're doing. And it could be in some sort of institution, it could be the hospital, the university, the correction system. It could be banking system, whatever. It's, something like that, institution of some sort. And um and so again, you're wanting to evolve. You feel you're at a level where you have more to offer. And that could be, supervising. It could be more in a leadership capacity, I think, kind of in a leadership capacity, because the Hierophant's also the guide, someone we go to for direction, to figure out why we're feeling this way. There's all kinds of different Hierophants in our lives. There's parental figures, there's counselors, there's whoever at work that helps guides us, friends. But so that's what you're kind of moving into, I think. And now you have the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups, which is interesting. In the past, you had the Knight of Swords, and now you have the King of Swords. So this is maturity, right? The Knight has matured and is the King now. And this could be you or someone around you, this energy here. And it could be a air sign again, like I said, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But it's someone who thinks very strategically. They look at all the different things about it, and the people involved, and what their agendas are, and all that kind of thing. And so this king is really thinking about a new cup, a new baby, a new relationship, a new friendship, maybe a reunion, perhaps, beginning again. And so you can see this king is sitting there considering this, and how it's going to affect the ripple effect, how it's going to affect everything. All right. Um, the king seems very serious and, cold, but in fact has a huge heart, but he doesn't want anyone to know, really, because they'd take advantage of him, so he kind of tucks that away and hides that a bit. But they're very serious people, the King of Swords are. Um, so I think there's some sort of maturity coming out of this for you. And like I said, you've grown, you've got some new skills, you're ready for something new now. You've grown from the knight to the king. You're like, this is a real business sense kind of around what you're doing. All right. So in the future, which is, I would say now, and we're going into the first week or second week of September, since we're in the middle of August, and my readings are usually 30 days long, a month long. So it could move, it could happen before that, but it might not happen till little bit into September. So you have the Three of Swords, you have the Eight of Wands. This is the second Eight of Wands in your core, okay? And then you have the Six of Cups. So there's a situation going on. It could be a triangle situation. It could be something to do with family or work. It's touch and go here. There might be things happening in both places anyway, where you feel perhaps deceived, lied to, something's hurt in some way. And this probably you. This is the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is a very sensitive person, and water sign, obviously. The King of Cups, this could make the King of Cups withdraw a little bit, pull one foot out, kind of trying to be protective of oneself, And so something happens here that could make you or this King of Cups withdraw a little bit, unsure. um, the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Cups here together. So to pursue this, you must leave this behind. I feel like you just don't have any passion for whatever it is this is. This, I feel like it's probably job or work or responsibility of some sort. And so I think you've been putting messages out there, networking, resumes out there to see what else is out there, you know. And so there usually is travel with the Eight of Wands, and also needing to jump on things right away, you know, act while the iron's hot. And so therefore you will have to leave something behind that just has something missing for you right now. It's not what you can give, or it's not what you can accept. And then the Six of Cups and the Five of Swords. So this can be around the same situation. This is people you love, people you may have known for a long time, could even be family. And there's some sort of harsh words, maybe bossiness, maybe not giving you a chance to be be a partner, be in the relationship, the other part, you know what I mean? You feel like you don't have any control, or any offered any thoughts or something like that. So there's something missing here in this situation that you feel left out or disappointed or not heard in some way. But it's someone you care about, someone you're close to, someone that means something to you for sure, you know? So, okay, so now we go over to the cartomancy. And what jumped out for you? A lot jumped out for you. Jack of Spades, Two of Hearts, Queen of Spades, and the Jack of Clubs. So we're bookended here by young people, for one thing. There could be two young people in your life. And one of them could have been in trouble, okay? They may be just getting out of trouble. I feel it's in the past in some way, but maybe not that long ago, you know? And so we're getting into some sort of trouble. And I think there's a reconnection with family, or reconnection with someone in your life, their life, that is improving the situation. It's helping. They're feeling loved. There's a reconnection here. And it's with the Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades is usually a dark eyed woman, could have dark skin, dark hair. She's usually separated, widowed, or divorced, and she's kind of tough, a little bit, like full of love, but a little bit tough, you know, says what's on her mind. And then I feel like there is another young person. This could be your kids, this could be co-workers or something like that. For some of you, there is a love triangle going on here. All right, is involved with two people. Okay, they could be younger than you, these two people. Okay, so then you have the Four of Clubs, the Eight of Hearts, and the Three of Diamonds. So I kind of see like there's love talk, heart to heart, about something about the home, about doubt that one person may have. This could be around work and close relationships at work, could be around home too. But it feels like there's definitely improvement. This is love talk, support, um, really good. And it comes out in the best way, because this is the wish beginning to come true. This is things lining up in a better way, a stronger way, you know. So, because I think that you want stability in a relationship here. And this is what this talk is about. So let's pull out the cartomancy. I already have them pre-shuffled. I just have to deal them out. But I don't until now because they stick to my elbows when I'm doing other things. So there we go. We will put this over there. Seven of spades, ace of clubs, and the 10 of hearts. Wow. Pretty nice, okay? Starts out with tears. It starts out with being upset. This could be emotional too, overly emotional when we get a little more upset around the full moon, stuff like that. But this is about a new job, a new home, and it looks like they could also be tears of joy because this is you're very happy. It's opening a door, closing another. This is a happy ending in this situation. You're really happy about what's happening. There's a change of guard. There's something changing, and it's good. It's good. Some sort of completion too. Like I said, I feel like you have to leave one to go to the other, and it could be bittersweet or it is a happy ending, but there's emotions involved. Coming in, maybe in like a week or so or sooner, five of spades, seven of diamonds, two of diamonds. So five of spades is a loss in like this is around hope. Okay, you were really hoping something for perhaps a couple around you, in your perhaps in your own relationship, a relationship that you're in, and there's a loss of what you had hoped. Okay, but you're not one that's low on hope because you're always inspired for the new ideas. You don't give up easy, Cancer, because here we have the two of diamonds, and the two of diamonds is a business meeting perhaps, or this could be a passionate meeting too. It's definitely turning things around, connecting, partnering, working together. A lot of working together in your reading. Very cooperative. Above you, you have the 10 of clubs, the king of spades, and the 8 of clubs. So that's interesting. The king of spades came out because the queen was up there, and it looks like a bit of a family situation going on here. But the king of spades could be dark eyes, dark hair, dark skin, but mostly he has been separated, widowed, or divorced. He could be, this person could deal with a knife. Okay, they could have a knife, so they could be a cook. They could be a doctor. Also a lawyer. I'm seeing the pen, you know, and the ink. Anyhow, 10 of clubs is could be retirement, could be it's definitely success of some sort, in what you're creating, what you're doing, and it's completion without finality. The 10 just leads to the ace. You've completed something, beginning something new. 8 of clubs, this is business talk. This is negotiating, working something out. Perhaps this person is your boss, who you're going to be working with, or who you need to talk to before you go on to the next thing. So this is on your mind. This looks like very friendly talk. It's negotiation and working something out that you like. It looks like it's in your favor. So 5 of clubs, 9 of spades, and the 6 of hearts. So it's funny, this is a gain in your health. I think it says your health is improving here, and you've been taking steps to improve your health, working together with someone, perhaps getting support from your family or maybe an outside service. But yeah, there's some sort of gain or improvement in your health. And this could be around what you will be doing. It could be in the health field. It could be helping people, you know, take care of themselves better. It could be to do with their mental health. But it looks like taking steps in improvement, and they're workable steps. Um, then you have the Eight of Diamonds, the Ace of Diamonds, and the Ten of Spades. You have a lot of tens and aces here. So you're definitely going through a doorway, a threshold, I like to call it. Because that space where your door fits and closes, that's called the threshold. So you're going from one room to another, or going from this room to the hall into this room. You're transitioning, and this is what you're doing here, Cancer. You're transitioning from something into something else. I think that the place you're leaving, to tell you the truth, is has taken its toll on you. Okay, it's taken a pound of flesh, let's say, or it's taken a year off your life, or something like that. So you are, again, negotiating. This is business talk. This is also money talk. You could be negotiating. This looks like a new contract to me, something in writing, something you'll have to sign. There could be a barrier, a hurdle you might need to get around. Maybe switch one from this one to this one. They might overlap or something like that. And the other thing is, you could be dealing with barriers. Like, this is the work that you'll be doing, is helping with barriers. Okay. But I really feel it's like you're leaving one, that you're going through that threshold, over the threshold, I should say. In your foundation, you have the Jack of Diamonds, the Seven of Clubs, and the Jack of Hearts. A double Jack thing again. So there's something about you could be worried. This has already happened or is happening presently. There's some sort of concern, could be over young people in your life, could be over gossip, something like that. Something's bothering you, or there could be something about gossip here, the way someone's talking. And it could be the way someone's talking about another person. There could be rivalry between two people, two friends, two kids, two sisters, some sort of rivalry. It's not a big deal, like, it's not gonna bring down the house or anything, but I think it's something that still you carry, you carry. And maybe you're trying to fix it. You're always trying to fix it or mend it, or, you know, something like that. So you're surprised. Wow, 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 wow. You have the Three of Hearts, the Two of Clubs, and the Four of Diamonds. I feel like you have a decision to make here. You're definitely entering. There's a lot of business cards, work cards here. You're entering into a relationship, a partnership, a working partnership. This is something that pleases you. This is, something you've wanted for yourself. Okay. But there could be a decision or something you're doubtful about the financials, like, the way it's explained to you. And then when you get there, you're actually doing it or checking it out anyway. It's either a little less than what you expected or a little more, something like that. So you may have to renegotiate financially if you're like, this is way more work than they said, I want more money, or vice versa. Like, there's nothing to do. How can I be inspired when there's nothing to do? You really need those projects. You need to know about the end goal, to have a destination, kind of thing. And then you work very well when you do, right? Look at that, my hand's itchy. So, and this has been itchy like for, geez, 2 weeks now. Maybe I'm gonna have to look it up. This finger, and it's underneath, right where it joins here, but have to look that up. So anyhow, Cancer, you'll have to let me know. So there's big changes, there's lots of tens and aces here. So you're transforming, you're going over that threshold. And I think that you're looking for some happiness in yourself, how you feel about what you're doing, because you've lost some sort of passion. There's some passion been lost here, and you're trying to get it back. Okay, and you're letting go of whatever is feels like a weight, or feels like it's holding you back, or it's no doesn't you don't like it anymore. I don't want it. So you're able to set those things down now. Anyway, let me know, Cancer. um I will talk to you next month. Take care, and I love you. Bye.